people, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Reality.
Today we're gonna be breaking down some life issue. Like I said before in my intro, that no, we need to break down some certain thing that people normally think is a big deal. That people normally think the only thing you can, the only way you can overcome some certain thing is revival, like going to church, pray like nobody business. But the case is not like that at times, because not knowing who you are can create a lot of problem for yourself. You know, like when you go to job interview, the first question they normally ask is, can you tell me about yourself? And your reply will determine maybe you're gonna get the job or not. If your reply is nice, it can get you job, but if it's not nice, it can get you out of job immediately. So the point is this: now, when it comes to reality, when it comes to life generally, you need to identify who are you before you can be identify an opponent person. Like back in Nigeria, when somebody say you don't know who I be, when you're hearing something like that, run, oh, because you don't know. If you don't know what that person capable of, it's telling you that no, I'm very dangerous person. So and with that, we need to learn something today about self-discovery. And this self-discovery that I'm talking about is the ability for you to know what you're capable of, what you can do, who are you. You know, the situation whereby you put the camera down, you put the mirror down and look at yourself and ask yourself question: who are you? You must be able to answer yourself properly, because simple things normally become complicated, and which is self-discovery is very matter when it comes to relationship, when it comes to the kind of job you want to do, when it comes to your limitation, when it comes to who you're gonna marry to, who you're gonna get married to, who you can't get married to, because it's very deep. But I want us to be taking it one after the other. So the first one, because this self-discovery divided into three parts. Number one is personal self-discovery. This is a situation whereby you say, I can do this, I can do this, I can't do this, I can eat it, I can't eat this. This is what I'm capable of. This is my limit. That is a personal self-discovery. The other one is family self-discovery. That one go with, if somebody asks you, where are you from, which family, immediately you mention your surname. What does it interpret to people? When you mention your surname, what did people think about your family? There's some family that you just mention their name, you know that this is a war. You don't trespass. You understand? Personally, my family, let me use myself as an example. When we are young, that time, when you beat any one of us, you're not going to go scot-free. We come in multitude to come and beat you home. And people do recognize that no, you don't need that family because of this. So when you hear some certain family, when you say, okay, this person is from Mandela's family, automatically you know who Mandela is. So automatically Mandela will lighten up the profile of that person. When you say this person is Malema family, this is Buhari family, we're talking about money. When you're talking about e-money, immediately you heard those things. So that's family, and this thing normally contribute a lot to your success rate, how fast your success can be. You understand what I mean? So we're going to be touching that. And the last one is environmental discovery. Which country do you find yourself? Which city do you find yourself? Which province do you find yourself? Which state do you find yourself? You understand? So this thing also contributes, because there are some people, when they say, let me use colored as an example. When you say colored, people think something. When you say Yoruba, people think. When you say this person is a Nigerian person, what does your mind think? Immediately. When they say it's a Zimbabwe person, what comes to your mind immediately? When they say there's a problem in South Africa, or the person is from South Africa, what do you think immediately? Do you think about Mandela? Do you think about xenophobia? Do you think about, you understand what I mean when it comes to environmental discovery? So, but today we're going to be talking about self, because I don't want to pack this thing a lot. I don't want to I don't want to shrink them. I want to be splitting them one after the other. At least we can understand. Then when you sit down on your own, you can identify more of it. That no, what can I do? What am I doing that is against my calling? Then you are, what am I eating that is giving me allergies? You are knowing your body system, so it works in a lot of space. So today I just said a lot of stuff for you. So by the time we share that one, you will have a deep idea of exactly what I'm trying to say. So let's start with the personal discovery. The question one that I'm going to treat here is, who are you? And inside that, who are you, there's what they call name tag. What is your name symbolized? What is your name symbolized? Like, no, what is Samuel symbolized to me? Let me use myself as an example again. My name is Kole and my culture, and that goes, the name come when my father was building a house or finishing his house, have anything to do with building. You understand? So that this, immediately they mention my name. When you look at that house, okay, this is his father's house, you can merge it. Like our neighboring country here, I don't know why they are calling their kids like that, but they have their own reason for calling that. They're answering cry. So I don't know why they are calling their kids cries, but when you ask the parent, when you ask the mother, automatically they know why they call they call that name. But as a person yourself, you're supposed to ask your parent, why are you calling me this name? Why do you name me Lerato? Why do you name me Kogeto? Why do you name me this? There's nothing wrong in asking, because as time goes on, whatever people call you does reflect in your life. Because it's a name tag now, then they are repeating it, it's like they are prophesizing to your life. So name tag is very, very important when it comes to self personal discovery. And like what your name symbolizes, that's the second one. What favors you? That is one of the most important, again, when it comes to personal self-discovery. You can't just be following people because they are getting successful there. What favors this person might not favor this person. What goes work for me might not work for you. So you have to identify what works for you. You understand? Otherwise, you just will be, to be avoiding, what do they normally call it? To avoid followers. Follow Instagram followers. You just see that people are rushing here, you just rush there. You just see people are rushing here. At the end of the day, everybody have why they are doing things. So when you don't know why they are doing it, and you go ahead and do it, then your eyes will see what your eyes doesn't supposed to see. But at the same time, just try to know what favors you. Other one is what food can you eat? There's what they call allergies. I'm not a doctor, but I know there's what they call allergies. There's some food when you eat them, it's gonna run your stomach the whole night. So you have to study your body again. Like somebody like me, man, if I drink cold water and I'm going for interview, my friend, I failed it already, because I'm gonna sleep like nobody business. When I drink cold water, it gives me peace of mind. It gave me a lot of peace of mind, a lot of rest of mind. And you can see me, I can sleep the whole day when I drink only cold water. You understand? So that is one of the things. You have to know what can you eat, what you can eat, what go with your body. All right. Another one that you're supposed to ask yourself, because this one work with relationship also. Are you short-tempered, or you are a silent type? Because when you are short-tempered, what I understand about relationship, and some of us have been there, we are just going out, we've been there, we're going out, because we don't discover ourselves. We might know ourselves, but we don't have time. We don't give ourselves time to study our partner nicely. So when you are short-tempered, you must not even question it. Forget about love here. You must not go for somebody that is short-tempered, because all of you will be shouting in the house, like nobody will care for somebody. When you are short-tempered, you must go for somebody that's a little bit silent. At least when you are on your own madness, it's quiet for you. You understand? In that case, By the time she is quiet or he is quiet, before you know what is going on, then the whole house will be balanced. Or else, if both of you are short temper, you're gonna set house on fire one day. That one is guaranteed. And it's not nice for the health, because at the end of the day, when your temper is always right, IBP is there, stroke is there, fall and die is there, a lot of stuff like that, that no, you will never know that it's gonna come to that. So that is one of the most important. Again, let me give you another point. Okay, are you a silent person? Let's go with the temper. And are you a noisy person? You must know all these things. There are some people that I can never allow them to come to my house. It's better we are meeting in the tavern, because they can talk silently. And when I want to meditate, I don't want somebody to be talking to me. I don't want somebody to be shouting. When you're even talking to me shouting, it's irritating. It's very irritating. So you must know yourself. Are you a shouting type? Then there are some places you don't talk. There are some places you just let it go, because when you start talking, they can see how stupid you are, whereas you are not stupid. That's the person you are. So, and I don't support the attitude of pretending. So that is who you are. So another point that I'm going to tell you here is are you self-contained, a house, or an estate? What I mean by that is, are you somebody that you're supposed to have friends? Or you are somebody that can stand alone without the support of anybody? Or you are somebody that you are just like friends? There are some people in life generally, they must not have friends. The moment they have friends and they involve friends in their own personal business, they are fucked up. If it's their relationship is out. If it's a job wise, if they are seeking for job and they tell their friends, messed up will always come. Not because the friend have a bad mind for you. The point is, your destiny doesn't go with that. Your personality, what you've been created for, it doesn't go with having friends around you. Like, not go out with friends, but you have to set a limit, or else it's gonna, when they can't catch you, they can throw you a distraction. So that's how that's how you've been created. You have to discover yourself about that. So it's very, very important. And there's a lot of people that when they have friends, it doesn't affect them. When they tell their friend, I'm traveling tomorrow, they're gonna go. And there's some people, when they tell their friend the future mission, that is the end of that mission. It's not gonna be successful. So you need to all those things is very important if you want to give yourself rest of mind without battling. Like Africans say, it's always a witchcraft. When you don't know the source of your problem, it's a witchcraft. So most of these things can become a brief problem in your life. Can even take your life. People are committing suicide these days just because of unnecessary stuff. You don't identify yourself enough. If it's somebody that you marry that is giving you a problem, in the first instance, if you notice that person, you see the red flag, but because of one thing or the other, you just feel like, it's going to work out. At the end of the day, they frustrate you, commit suicide. It's your loss. So it's part of self-identification. Are you an indoor person or outdoor person? Some people they can sit indoor as long as there is food, there's TV, there's Netflix for them to watch. They can sit indoor for the next a week. And at the same time, some of us, we can sit 1 hour without even peeping through the window. We can't do that. 1 hour without even going out of the window. Talk less of 1 day or 2 days, I will die. I don't know. I want to see what is happening outside. So before I go outside now and I discover the rapture that have already taken place, it's only me left. So that is just me. I don't like indoor. If I'm not doing something important, I want to go out. I'm not TV person. So watching TV is not my type. So you need to discover that also. Or else you sit down inside the house, there are some people when they are having stress, going out is their best. And some, when they just want to be alone inside the house. So you have to know which one works for you. Another one is there's something they call employer and employee. A lot of people normally do mistake because of this thing. You finish school, but your nature, when God creates you, when your creator or whatever will create you, whatever you believe in, they create you to employ people. Now, you finish school, instead of you seeking how to employ people, you will feel it in your body. You will feel, except if you don't give your spirit space to work and space to dictate for you. Instead of you to be starting something up, which is gonna boom because it's your calling, you go and pick your CV, start looking. 5 years, 10 years, you are still looking for job, and the newcomer is even coming, and system is busy changing all the time. You are still hoping, going to church, praying. The point is trying to change your game. Are you called to be an employer or employee? If you are called to be an employer, if you like, take your CV everywhere, they won't employ you. Until your brain sets that I need to do something and that thing is booming, then you start employing people there. So if you are employee, when you are looking for job, any time you are going to get, I know a couple of my friends that know, they don't, when they leave one job, before they quit that job, another job is ready for them. And I see a lot of people still looking up to today, they never get. Whereas some people are changing job like nobody business. They don't care. They can even, you can sack yourself at work. They can even write the letter of resignation. I'm no longer interested in this work, and they never get another one. But they know immediately I'm out of this place, I'm getting another job, and it's this. That's the way it is, and they will get. Whereas somebody that never get is still looking and they didn't get. So you have to discover yourself around this thing, or else you'll be carrying your CV for the next 20 years. Last, you use it as a decoration at home. You hang it and say, "Hey, I'm once a student." You know what it is. So try as much as possible to discover yourself. And another thing that I want to talk that is killing people. A lot of people have died because of this thing. Limit. Know your limit. In everything. When you are driving, your speed limit, know. Because a lot of people die because of ignorance. So I know a couple of guys that know when they are driving, when they go to club, they are driving, they can finish a bottle of NSA. And immediately they want to leave. They go to their car, start the car, they're going to get home safe, and there's nothing will happen. Whereas some of us, just a little bit thought, we won't even know where we park the car. We have to go and be looking for, we're going to be using the remote to look for the car. Peep, peep. Wherever a sound is where we are facing. So you have to know your limit to avoid unnecessary death, unnecessary incident, unnecessary accident. And at the same time, you need to know. The other time that I talk about job issue, when you are scared of height, know yourself. Don't go for flight attendant, because one way or the other is going to create a panic attack for you. When you know you are not capable of something, don't force yourself. Just listen to yourself before you go ahead and be hurting yourself, because this thing is killing a lot of us in the community. It doesn't sit right to me when you are doing something that doesn't benefit you, that doesn't go along with your destiny. You'll be struggling there like nobody business. You won't even be able to impact people because you are doing it for money's sake. You are doing it just because people are doing it. So there's no way for you to expand. But there are some certain people that, certain things that, some of us are inbuilt. They don't teach you anything, but when you get there, your brain open and you continue doing it, people will be asking, how long have you been doing this thing? Because the way is so perfect. No, it's not that it's perfect. It's inbuilt. It's inside before. It's the calling that it's having. So, guys, we're not going to talk more than that today, because I want to be taking this thing one after the other. This is a personal discovery. I want you guys to comment. What have you been doing that you can see yourself that is against your will? It's against your destiny. Are you just working just for money's sake, monetary value, or you love your job? A lot of people are working and they don't even like their job. They get tired every time. And some people, when they love their job to the extent that they can even spend, extra time at work, extra 1 hour, extra 2, without even demanding for extra time payment. So you need to know some certain things around you, or else you're just gonna be living some life of inconvenience. So next episode, we're gonna talk about the family discovery, which is where you are going to know what is going on in your family, what is happening in your family, how your family name tag affect you, out your the disadvantage and advantage of your family name tag. How you gonna position yourself? Are you gonna go align with their way, or you gonna go opposite direction? Because when things they are doing doesn't favor them, you just have to change your game. You understand what I mean? Then the last episode we talked about the environmental. Thank you very much for today, and thank you for listening, guys. Subscribe to the YouTube